Welcome back to the YouTube channel, and if it's your first time here, my name is Chu. You can call me by my name, or you can call me by the channel name, Littleboyofhope. I am a Diamond 4 League of Legends coach, and an inspiring wannabe full-time League of Legends content creator. Today's video guide is going to teach you guys how to play Zed Mid, and how to carry 1v9 consistently every game. I've learned everything I can possible from, and still learning, from top-ranked coaches and content creators such as LL Stylish, Avery Lofton, and even Nisi himself. Zed is a great champion to pick up right now, and his potential as an assassin to carry you is insane. As you can see, although none of these games are played with Zed, you can see that we have a 90% win rate with all types of champions, and all types of games, playstyles, and modes. The gameplay you're about to witness yourself is also a testimonial to how competent I am at playing this champion. So if you want to be able to play Zed with a better than 50% win rate and climb with him to diamond, or even higher possibly, I would suggest you staying and watching today's video. Getting into today's video, you will learn about Zed's build and runes, his skills, combos, and learn a how to carry mentality, along with a proper Zed playstyle that can be repetitively used over and over, used and abused every game over and over again. With Zed, you always want to start longsword and 3 pots. This is going to be the best way to start every single game unless you're playing Zed jungle. For boot options, you've got your Moby's boots. It lets you roam around the map a lot more often, you get a lot more kills, more map pressure exerted, and then you've also got your Ionian boots of lucidity, more cooldown, more kills. You get your flash back up sooner, you get your ignite back up sooner, you also get your ghost blade back up sooner. For defensive boots, you've got Ninja Tabbies and Merc Treads if they've got a really fed ADC or a really fed Gangplank, Aurelia, Yasuo, something of that sort. And then you got Merc Treads, gives you tenacity if they got a lot of CC, someone like Leona Nautilus, someone who's gonna make it really hard for you to get in and get out. On your first back, you want to go Serrated Dirk. Serrated Dirk gives you amazing damage early game. Serrated Dirk gives you the damage to one-shot your enemy opponent, also roam and kill the enemy jungler, or possibly just giving you more damage on your ultimate overall. And if you can, I would suggest getting boots as well. It helps with your power to roam. One of the main reasons why I really love Zed as a champion is because the ability to build Zed is so easy. It's pretty much the same build every single time once you get good at him. You can use the same build over and over again. But to get you guys started off, you guys build Ghost Blade into Dust Blade, and then make sure you guys go with the Ionian Boots of Lucidity. You also, with Transcendence, that gives you 40% CDR, and that way you can spam your ult over and over again. At 3 items in, not even 3, 2 items in and a pair of boots, you are already at 40% CDR. That is amazing. After finishing your first 2 items on Zed and your boots, you can feel free to go whatever you want. Forgot to mention why Ghost Blade is good. Ghost Blade is good because it gives you early roaming potential, and a Dust Blade is good because it gives you early game damage. You never want to flip-flop these 2 around in order. You always want to go Ghost Blade into Dust Blade. But however, if you feel you're good enough as a champion and you want to go Dust Blade, feel free and go for it. As a Zed main with over 200,000 mastery points and plenty of games played on Zed from all the way from gold to diamond, I recommend Ghost Blade. It always has more value, as you can always catch out ADCs and enemy squishies out a lot easier, and you have more than enough damage. Once you get Dust Blade, it's all the more power to you. Alright, we're going to split up the items into 2 categories. We're going to split them up into offensive items when you're winning, and defensive items when you're losing. First off, defensive items. You've got items like Phantom Dancer, really good for attack speed. It'll also give you a passive lifeline. That way if you're dueling against an ADC or something, you have that extra shield for you. You've also got the Sterix Gauge. It'll do the same thing for you, but it'll offer you more tenacity, more HP overall, a little bit less damage. And then you've got your Maul of Mortius against the enemy AP. If they have like a LeBlanc for somebody who does a shit ton of AP damage, this will help you from dying to them. And you've also got Guardian Angel. I don't recommend buying Guardian Angel if your teammate is behind, because then you're just going to die alone, and dying alone is never a good thing. And then you've got the Stopwatch. Stopwatch will help you outplay other people. Now, if you're winning your lane as Zed and you're ready to snowball, here are the offensive items. So you can go Umbral Glaive to prevent more enemy vision. You can go Edge of Night to stop the CC from, say, an Annie or a Leona or a Vi from you. You can also go Death's Dance as well. A really good item, especially if you're trying to 1v5 and you're really fed. This item is going to help you do just that. It'll do bleeding damage, and you also heal up everything you do, from your shurikens to your E's to your ultimate damage. All your AD damage is transferred into lifesteal, which is really good for a Zed. Then you've got your Lord Dominix and your Mortal Reminder, both really strong options for deleting tanks or enemy squishies, whatever you feel you may need. I go Lord Dominix most games. You can go Mortal Reminder if you want. I really don't recommend Mortal Reminder just because most of the time you don't need it. You have more than enough damage. These are going to be the hands down, Transcendence is going to be the hands down best runes for Zed, in my personal opinion, because you get so much more AD, so much more cooldown, you hit 40% faster, you do Scorch, you get the early game damage, you win your lane, you beat the jungle, you kill the jungle, put the jungle behind, you secure all the enemy subjectives, you put the enemy bot laners behind and the enemy top laners behind, and you snowball the game to victory. I'm going to say that the first rune page with Transcendence is the best, but any of the others are good. For the sake of today's video, I'm going to keep the runes part short because they're very straight cut and simple. However, if you need any help with runes, these are the 4 best type of runes you can play on Zed. You can always switch between adaptive magic damage and magic resistance. You can always switch between magic resistance and armor. But if you have any questions for me, leave them down in the comments below. If you have any questions on me on the runes or anything on the build, if there's other items you want to add as well, feel free to add them in there for other players. If you want to, feel free to go and do that right now. Alright, you got Zed's abilities. Zed's passive is Contempt for the Weak. He does bonus magic damage against low health enemies. This helps you with CSing, it also helps you with chaosing, that way you can get your lead, and that way you can snowball your lead, take advantage of objectives, and end the game early. You have Zed's Q, which is a shuriken. You can throw Zed's shuriken at your enemy target, and the first target it hits does 100% damage. Anything after that, it does reduced damage. You've also got Zed's W, called Living Shadow. It will do a Shadow Clone Jutsu, or it'll throw a shadow wherever you decide to place it. You can teleport to it if you want by pressing W again, or it can mimic your E and your Q and do double damage. If your two shurikens hit one target, it'll do double damage, and if your E's hit both you and your shadow hits, it doesn't stack, unfortunately. But that's just the way it is. That would be too strong. And then you've got Zed's E. Zed's E is a slash. He spins around him and slashes enemies around him. A very small AoE damage, but very low cooldown and very effective. Every time you hit a double shuriken, you get energy restored back to yourself. Every time you shadow slash someone, your W cooldown reduces by 2. Say you shadow slash 5 people, well your W cooldown is going to be lowered to 10 by 10 seconds. Zed is a champion that does not use mana or rage. What Zed does use is Zed uses energy. You can always play Presence of Mind if you feel you always run short on energy. You can always run Presence of Mind. That way, when you kill somebody, you immediately get more energy back. You can also hit double shurikens, and that will replenish your energy as well. Auto attacking will also give you more energy. Zed's R, called Death Mark, is very effective when dodging abilities. You can use it to go untargetable, and you can dodge blitz hooks, Syndra ultimates, and a whole bunch of other ultimates, even Karthus ultimate. And once you Death Mark an enemy, the damage you do in a certain time period, after a few seconds of Death Marking the enemy, will pop and do extra damage to the enemy depending on a certain percentage that you've dealt during that time frame, that short 2 to 3 second time frame. Alright, Zed's combo. The most basic Zed combo is going to be your WEQ auto attack combo. This is going to be the hands down best bread and butter Zed combo that you use over and over again.
W up. She doesn't have her flash. Apply the slow for you. Oh, my dead. Okay. Oh, what you gonna do with this red buff? Nothing.
I don't have sheep.
Am I dead?
You're fine. She doesn't have all on. Might be
shit.
another surrender again. Ooh, aimbot right there. I'm coming.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. It's not letting me take the lantern. Glitched. Tyler 1 hype. This is for you. Oh, nice exhaust. Damn.
I think they gave up. They came for me instead of protecting their inhib, so. Yeah, freaks! Easy game! Damn!
That's pretty good.
You can do W, E, Q auto attack into ultimate E auto attack. You can do W, E, Q auto attack into auto attack, E auto attack, R auto attack, E auto attack. Doesn't matter. There are so many basic variations, but your best move, your most basic bread and butter combo as a Zed player is going to be W, E, Q auto attack combo. That is going to be your number one, and then from there you can variate anywhere else. There's a whole bunch more Zed combos, but as a Zed main, I feel that I only really use two Zed combos. The WEQ Zed combo and the throw your shadow back, W backward somewhere safe, press R onto the enemy, and then from there on you can do anything you'd like. As soon as you come out, if you're strong enough, you can auto attack, EQ, auto attack. However, if there's a team of 5, this is the best move that works in the team fight. You throw your shadow back to safety, you press R into the ADC, 5 enemies blow ultimate on your 1 Zed, and you spam W to get back to your safe position as fast as possible.
Oh my god, her Branos. She still died.
The biggest thing I can tell you to pull off clean Zed combos is to keep track of your shadow placement and to know if you're pressing W to go back to which shadow, if you're going back to the W, or if you're going back to the ultimate. Also, when you teleport back to your shadow, the enemies are a little bit less aware, and they usually drop their guard because they know that they are safe when the shadow still has the ability to Q them for tons of damage.
Oh my god.
People always forget about the shadow Q. It's super deadly. Take advantage of it. These are some of the best things about Zed as a champion. You know, just abuse it, take advantage of it. That's really what separates a good Zed from a bad Zed. Let's skip straight to mentality and playstyle. Zed mentality, you have a very early game mentality. You're thinking about how to win the game. You want to win the game within 3 items, 2 items. If anything, you can go into 4 or 5 items, but you know, at that point you're just having fun. But you really want to focus really hard on the early game. You stomp the early game, you stomp your laner, and you go to your jungler, you stomp him, you go to your top laner, you take the enemy top laner down, take Rift Herald, do the same bot lane, take Dragon. That's really your mentality as Zed, and that's really what you have to be doing if you want to be carrying games and winning games with Zed. Otherwise, once it gets later into the game, enemy ADCs start one-shotting you, enemy tanks start getting onto you, your damage falls off because of tanks, that sort of stuff.
I was like,
Zed is a good champion from level 1 to level 18. Level 1 to level 2 is Zed's weakest laning phase, weakest point of the game. Once you hit level 3, you're pretty much at your best part of you. Once you're level 3, you're pretty much, well off on killing people, trading, that sort of stuff. You just gotta use your combos in the correct spaces, the correct times, that sort of stuff. Once you get to level 18, once everybody hits level 18, everybody gets their items, Zed starts to fall off because everybody's so strong. ADCs have so many things, from barriers to QSS to GAs, hourglasses to stopwatches. There's so much to stop a Zed player out there. There's so many Zed counters. Jumping to Zed's playstyle, Zed is Split pusher, he is also a team fighter. He's really good at flanking. He's also really good at team fighting because of the combo that I mentioned. You W backwards, you R onto their most prioritized target. Everyone tries alt Z and they burn everything on Z. You spamming W, you come back out, you burn 4 or 5 enemy ultimates or abilities, and now your team are free to go in. Also really good at flanking. People are just so scared when there's an assassin behind them, especially the ADCs and supports. This creates miscommunication in solo queue, in ranked solo queue against ADCs, supports, and even tanks. People just don't know what to do against a really fed assassin, especially when they know that he's right there. You walk back and forth, you zone them, and you pretty much tell them, hey, if your team goes in, you're mine, you're gonna die. Pretty much, it's a very scary thing, especially as a Zed player. If you're just playing this champion for fun, feel free to play to the late game. If you are playing this champion to win and get free low, I really recommend him. He's really good for elo right now. Just roam. Once you get level 3, level 6, start roaming, doing your own thing, killing jungler, keeping track of the enemy jungler, killing the enemy jungler, putting him behind, that sort of stuff. Especially when you have a really safe laner like a Nivea or Xerath. Some of the best way to punish very passive players are to just push the wave in and know exactly where the enemy jungler is and just WEQ auto ignite the jungler for a free kill, and then you snowball that lead to the bot lane, and that's really what your mentality should be in the early game. If you lose your lane, you know, just pretty much just turtle, do what you gotta do, but you're not gonna solo carry the game. Zed is a very good champion to solo carry the game, and if you fall behind, you just simply can't do that. Just imagine you are a 5 and 30 Jinx, Caitlyn, Lucian, Draven, anything, and you have a Yuumi support. There is a 30 and 0 Zed about to flank you guys. You guys have the area warded behind you guys. You guys know exactly what's going on. Your team is thinking about engaging, and as soon as your team engages, enemy Zed W's and an ultimates, what do? You can't do anything. You can flash, you can heal, Yuumi can exhaust, but Zed is just too strong at that point. You just get one shot at immediately. Flanking with Zed is just such a strong thing to do that not a lot of Zeds do. I don't see really many good Zed players out there, especially when it gets to team fights. It's hardest for Zed players. You get 3 options when it comes to team fighting, alright? You bait out abilities with the combo I tell you to, or you play with a flank and you flank the enemy ADC, or you split push. And if you don't know how to split push, you should go watch my split push tournament video. If you have yet to see my how to split push, how to carry your feeding teammates top lane edition, split push edition, feel free to go and do that. It's a tournament video. It's going to be the same thing for Zed, Yasuo, Singe, any other split pusher you play in the game, Jax, Sinjao, Shaco. That guide is going to help you out with any champion you play. So if you really like playing Zed, you really need to learn how to split push, go and watch that video. I'm going to include a link in the card above. It's one of those eye things. You just click it, opens up the link for you. It's going to be right above somewhere on the top right corner. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really enjoyed making it. If you liked it, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. And remember to comment, share, and subscribe to the video, guys. It really means a lot to me. If you guys are new on League of Legends, feel like you guys are struggling, or you guys want to coach somebody to personally teach you guys, I always do that for a price. It's different for every player. If you guys want to, feel free to click on the Discord and just send me a personal message or comment below on the YouTube, and that way I can reach out to you. Hope to see you guys soon. Little Boy of Hope is out.